Hey everyone, hope you're all alright. Just doing a Haunted Nights quick live on our YouTube channel. Now, I know you can't see too much, guys, so obviously I know you don't want to see me too much, so unfortunately I have to come on for this few minutes. Now, we're due to still start our ghost walk in probably about an hour, so we normally come into the location early. We normally have just like a little walk round, see how things feel. After doing this job, the ghost hunting side of things for many years, you tend to like to just have a little bit of a mooch around the location before, see what's happening, what's quiet, sort of what's around. Obviously we know all the ghost stories that are here, so it's nice just to come in, and have a couple of minutes doing it. So this is why I thought we'd just do a quick live, just a quick load. Now I'm right in the graveyard area of Haworth, very famous location in West Yorkshire. Also one of the most haunted locations in the north of England. Many ghosts are supposed to walk this very path that I'm next to now as well. Now that is why we've picked this location to start with our interactive ghost walks. So our ghost walks, you get to come and join us. We'll take you to some of the most haunted locations that's around here, this graveyard being one of them. There's allegedly supposed to be up to 50,000 bodies that are buried in this graveyard. Now, I mean, it's only quite small. I know you can see the bottom building, which is actually the back of the Black Bull, which is a very famous location in Haworth, and it goes obviously around there and then just joins the path where I'm on now. So it's only quite small, but allegedly there's supposed to be 50,000 bodies that are buried in here. It's supposed to be 10 bodies buried deep within these tombstones. Now they're supposed to be fingers width apart, some of these. Now they're very unstable. Now you can still fall through some of these graves, and people get warned not to walk on them just in case, because you will get... Jules, what is she doing? I'm telling everyone not to walk on the graves, and she's walking right through the path having a good look. But you can get done for grave robbing if you do accidentally fall down in some of these as well, So it's a very famous place. It's the burial place of most of the Bronte family as well. They used to live in the parsonage, which is just behind me, where near that light is as well. Patrick Bronte used to stay in one of those rooms. Used to be his bedroom. He used to sleep with a loaded pistol. He used to fire a pistol at the church every morning to get rid of it. Now, there's still bullet holes supposed to be in the top of the steeple of the church, which I thought was quite cool. Now, we're going to have a little walk. I was just telling the story about not walking around near the graves, because I'll tell you, do you know why? You won't know this. I'll tell some of those guys. Julia's just joined me. She's come all the way down from... Yeah, she come all the way down from Scotland. She normally does our Edinburgh tours when we're up in there, Dunfermline and Stirling as well. So she comes down to join us. But do you know, like, some of the reasons that you can't walk around on here? There's supposed to be 10 bodies deep that are in there, that they're supposed to be buried of fingers width apart. Now, because there's so many, the ground is still unstable. Okay. So you can fall through them really easily. Wow. So if you fall through them, in some occasions, you get done for grave robbing as well. So you've got to be really careful, especially in this graveyard. So a little bit different from Greyfriars, totally, but the same. Now, this is another little story that we always tell people, because there's actually a local quarry that's nearby. Now, there's supposed to be the sound of children that have been heard playing many times. There's also the Yorkshire Moors, which is right behind us. So there's many different tales of battles and clans that have got travelled from county to county from time to time, that have been seen even back to Roman soldiers being around. So some very strange, eerie ghost stories that have been attached to this part as well. Now, we invite always invite people to come down and join us. We do have our official website as well, which is hauntednights.co.uk, and our ghost walk site, which is hauntednightsghostwalks.co.uk, as well with all our social media. That dog don't like me, does it? This will be the best clip on YouTube. Man gets attacked by a dog at night. I can't even see it coming. It's like the American Wealth in London. Yes, we've got all the events that are on our website as well, all the social media that's up as well on our Facebook page and all on our Instagram page. TikTok, I think we've got now as well. God, there's everything that's on there. So make sure you check it out. A few little videos, as I said, with our YouTube channel. There's nothing that we're ever trying to set out and, you know, explain the paranormal and put a load of videos. These videos are just us, as I said, the team members that come on, chat about it, talk about some of the things. You know, we do this day in, day out as a job at these haunted locations where we take these people, take visitors, and it's nice sometimes to get your story out there when you are the ones that are visiting it, and we get to go to some of the most haunted locations in the whole of the UK. So yeah, nice little part. Now it's going to get a hell of a lot darker as I'm walking around now, because we're walking into the area now. That's the quarry. So this is an old area just outside the village that I know you can't see too much. Pitch black, but this is the quarry area. So this is known to be very, very active, of different entities, from some claiming demonic to the energies of little children, which I massively believe here, because I've heard sounds, or many, many different strange phenomena. Things being thrown at you while you've been in here. Loads of weird stuff. People have felt, experienced many strange thing while they've been in here. Very weird thing. It's a little bit better for you guys, isn't it? Now there's also a little story about a lady in black. She was supposed to have been a mourner who lived in the village, and she lived just outside, and every day after a good husband had passed, she'd often walk down this path just outside. Oh no, you're all good, don't worry. She'd often walk past and walk down to the church that we've just been in, leaving flowers and obviously being a mourner. And she did this every day until she passed away. Now, after, a ghost of a lady had been seen walking right down this path where I am now, small, hooded black figure that's often seen just walking up and down here. Now, I've had loads of guests, hundreds of, maybe even thousands of guests that have walked up and down this path with me. I've never had anyone stand there and say, I've seen her. It's often just been, they've felt like someone walked past them, or they've seen something out the corner of their eye, they've jumped, and then by the time they've looked, it's gone. I always think that it's a little bit more acceptable when they say that to me, just because it's like, it happens so many times on different, like, on special. Why is it going blurry? It shouldn't be going blurry. There we go. Yeah, just because it has happened so many times while we've been doing this tour. So many different people have come and said the same different thing. Now, the ghost of a young girl is often seen walking right towards where we're going now. So I'm going to have a little bit of a walk around, and then we're going to have a little bit of a walk down. Hope you guys are all keeping well. I hope you are all looking after yourselves, if anyone's watching us at the moment. As I said, we're just having a little bit of a walk around and showing you guys some of our areas that we go to and areas that we use with Haunted Nights for our for our ghost walks. I do have some new ghost walks to talk to you about, actually. But Haworth is pretty much an old location for us, because we've used it many, many times. It's so beautiful. as well. When you come up, you're right at the top of the trees. There's all the hills all around you, and you are practically in the middle of nowhere. It's a few little farmhouses, but you sort of expect that, and they all think we're mental, so they just leave us to it. And we don't bother them as well, so we always show respect when we do these events. The Yorkshire Moors are just behind us as well, very, very famous. Any of you guys that have, from the UK, Will the Wisp, if you've heard of that, you used to watch that. Is that back in the 70s? Willow the Wisp. 60, yeah, it's an old cartoon. There's supposed to be a very own ghost that's a little bit like Willow the Wisp that's supposed to haunt the moors behind me. So yeah, there's a few little cool stories that are around this location. I know you guys can't see anything, but that's because it's absolutely pitch dark where we are. We're just walking, as I said, right through the quarry area. There's supposed to be a gentleman called Billy, who sadly fell off the cliff. I know you can't see it, but there is a cliff right behind me, and he fell off, sadly lost his life. Now, his energy has been seen right at the bottom. He often tends to get a smell of alcohol around when his ghost seems to be there. So a lot of weird stuff tends to go on around here. So if you haven't joined us, if you haven't been on one of our haunted nights, you are so welcome to come and join us. As I said, it's just having a little bit of a wander around one of our locations. I'll be coming back through here with a number of guests in a short period of time as we talk about some of the stories, and even let the guests loose on some ghost hunting, show them some techniques that we use right the way back from Victorian methods, say as seances, table tipping, Ouija board, all the way up to the modern methods using some of the more known gadgets like K2s, EMF meters. Sometimes they use the apps now as well. It's a variety of different tools that we use, even psychic and mediums. We invite them to come along and join us, and they come along and sense it. We will also ask our guests if they are open psychic mediums, come and tell us, sense if they feel anything while they're walking around to help us investigate this location. Now, I was here at Halloween. No, I wasn't here at Halloween. I was here a couple of days before Halloween. Fantastic location where you do get a lot of activity. As I said, there's supposed to be ghostly children that haunt these trees. Very strange. Very strange location. I told you a little bit, didn't I, about that gentleman Bill. He allegedly passed away right around the corner from where we are now. So his ghost is supposed to be just here, right at the bottom. Now tomorrow night, we have so many different locations that are going on. I think some of the team are up in Pendle as they're doing their ghost walk there as well on the trail of the Pendle Witches, the famous story from 1612 in Lancaster, when they accused many innocent souls of witchcraft and murder by witchcraft as well. There's also some other ghost walks and ghost hunts that are going on tomorrow, all the way from Dudley Castle. But you might be able to see me now. Oh, there you go. Just a little bit. Oh. If I move my hand, it would help, wouldn't it? All the way from Dudley Castle as well. I think we're doing that location. There's also a few others that are going on all over the UK. So make sure that you go on and join us. I'm down in Sherwood Forest on the trail of Robin Hood. So looking forward to going there. So I may do a quick live tomorrow night. Have a little walk around there by ourselves, as I said. Fantastic location. As I say, if you haven't heard about Haworth, go and have a little read about it. Brilliant location. It's one of the nicest places I've ever been. And now you've been seeing Bradley from Haunted Nights. So hopefully I'll see you all very, very, very soon. Okay? Bye.